Okay, good morning and welcome to UKNOF50. My name is Keith Mitchell. I'm UKNOF Managing Director. Before we get down to the actual content, I just want to run through a few things. It's great that we're finally back in London in person. This is a venue that we used, but not for a while. So it's great to see everybody. And just to recap the Charter, we're here to try and make the UK's internet infrastructure work better, and preferably not give it spread any plague in the process. It's a hybrid event once again. The webcast is going out via Zoom. Remote attendees, you should all have received your invite via email. Strongly encourage everyone participating, whether in the room or in person or on the Zoom, to join up for our Mattermost chat platform, where it will give you a better experience to interact between the remote and in-person attendees. We'll use the UKNOF general channel there for text chat, questions and polls. It's also bridged to IRC. We'll also use that for the rating of talks. The programme committee really appreciates that if you can give feedback on the talks. There will be a poll in Mattermost. It'll just take you a couple of seconds to respond to during the Q&A at the end of each talk. We're present on the usual social media channels via #UKNOF50. For questions, depending on the length of the talk, each speaker slot includes 5 to 10 minutes for Q&A at the end. A reminder that the timekeeper is giving you a countdown to the end of your speaking slot, not to the end of the Q&A. If you're a remote attendee and you want to ask a question, do this on the Mattermost chat channel. Tag your questions with #questions, and then the Q&A monitor will read that question out. If you're an in-person attendee, then please come up to the microphone stand at the front here and wait for the session chair to acknowledge you, and then you can speak. And please identify yourself and your affiliation when asking it. It's very helpful for remote attendees and also for the video recording. And the questions are first come, first served basis, time permitting. You can always ask questions afterwards, either in the chat or in the breaks in person. In practice, we haven't found this to be an issue, but just also be aware there's a slight lag between the webcast and the in-venue stuff. If you haven't found the Wi-Fi yet, UKNOF-A, and the password is @UKNOF-meeting. The breaks take place downstairs in the ozone basement for lunch. For toilets, there's toilets down there. There are also toilets behind there. Can I ask that when you're leaving and exiting the room while things are going on, if you can please use the door on the side and avoid crossing the front here, because otherwise your head will show up on the webcast. If you need help with anything, you will see that crew members have got a yellow tag on their badges saying crew. If you are a first-timer, welcome. It's great to see you. If you need help, then ask Debbie at the registration desk. We've also had a number of attendees who have volunteered to be mentors. You will see that they have a green tag on their badges. And, you know, we're a couple of things about, we want everyone to have a good experience. We want everyone to come and go away healthy. Please note the UKNOF respect policy. This applies both offline and online. You agreed to this when you signed up to register for the meeting. And if you have any concerns about anyone's behaviour, then again, please approach a member of the crew or the registration desk. We're working on the basis that everyone is fully vaccinated, but we encourage you all to wear masks wherever possible. We encourage you to do testing. We're still not quite done with this thing yet. But, you know, the most important thing is if you do test positive or show symptoms within a week of this event, please let us know and follow the appropriate public health guidelines for where you are. And take your badges and lanyards away with you at the end of the event, so we don't spread monkeypox instead of COVID or something. But anyway, there's a little bit extra break time than we used to do, so I'm sure many of you have not seen people in face for a couple of years yet, even, so there's a chance to catch up. But also just respect the fact that everyone's comfort level is not quite at the same place. If people, this is an old version of the slide deck. If people don't have any tag on their badge, and you can assume that normal social contact, including shaking hands, is okay. There are also amber and red if people are more sensitive about contact. Finally, we finish the day with a social event sponsored by LUNAP. Again, that will be downstairs, pints and packets between 5 and 8 o'clock. Just before I wrap up, I want to thank all of our patrons and sponsors. ISC is our deluxe sponsor, DriveNets, Hilco, and LUNAP as our contributor sponsors. The patrons that support UKNOF throughout the year, A10 and Flex Optics, premium or principal patrons, our premium patrons are IPv4 Market Group, RIPE NCC and eKicks, and promoter Hilco and ISC again. And our various sponsors have stands downstairs. There will also be a couple of sponsor presentations today. Please take the time to interact with them because they make a big difference to the viability of UKNOF. And we also have, again, thank you to all of our individual supporters via Patreon as well.